Okay, so Gilgamesh. Not gonna be great. Probably not, at least. It really depends, like... If you like find a common title dash, or you don't find it at all, which is really like the worst thing to happen, which has happened to me, then it's gonna be bad. I just don't know what else to do with Gilgamesh. Like the attacks are, I feel like they are fine in early game, but later on they just really fall off. Just not very good in my opinion. I guess you can get some supplementary damage from attacks if you have Doom or Zeus. But the other ones aren't very tempting options for me. So I need to change this pack before I just forget. Let's not roll with IP2. Damage control. I think this is my normal setup. So, do I even change anything? I often don't mind picking up some casts with Gilgamesh, but I'll still go for Stygian Soul. Infernal Soul is more for like the actual cast weapons. And some casts are just better with Stygian Soul. I'll go for Abyssal Blood though. I still kind of prefer Greater Reflex. You just get to dash more distance. Like both are fine in my opinion. I just prefer the other one.
Maybe this.
Abyssal Blood. Makes a little bit more sense to me at least. So yeah, the biggest reason why you would actually want to do these weapons first is if I miss Tidal Dash, it's just gonna be bad. Might be okay if I find like the call. But I still need to find a good dash later on. Guan Yu is just pretty tough. Arthur, also pretty tough. So the good gods to find after Poseidon are always Athena, Zeus and Ares. Could be something else. If you misplayed dash, you can go into Doom Attack. I guess so. I gave Ares a try, but I didn't really like it too much. But I don't know. But I did try it. Kinda just felt like, I think I found a common Ares dash, and it just wasn't doing a lot. Whereas, like Poseidon is pretty good. If you find another tier 2 from Poseidon, it's just gonna do crazy amounts of damage. Rupture is okay. Breaking Wave is like crazy. And Wave Pounding is also very good. They do different things, but... or they work in different scenarios, but still, they're pretty good. For the record. Now it's time for Gilgamesh. So let's just do this. I'm not gonna switch from Poseidon anymore. Ugh, don't really like this, but Let's go.
Do your worst, father.
Gilgamesh still isn't horrible. Oh, I always start with hammer. Well, I'm gonna take this one. At least it's like okay. I don't like draining cutter too much. Even on like... right. So this one is speeder already. Oh. Need to find the Poseidon as soon as possible. I don't know how to attack normally with this weapon. Actually, normal attacks are still kinda okay for Tartarus and stuff. These are saviors. Okay. There's Poseidon. Thank God. Please. Common. At least I found it without rerolling. Ooh, so this is interesting. I think I just need to take the boon, because you just need boons in general. And TSUs are good. Palm is also good. Palm is like crazy good. I just need to take the boon. Rupture is okay. I just want a pawn. And at least Tartarus should be pretty easy. Can I afford to take this Zeus? I think I have enough damage already since... I've already taken 2 minutes though. Oh, I can buy a palm in the shop. But it is spending gold on a palm. Am I gonna run out of time ever? I mean, Zeus is good there, yeah, and it's a boon. How long have you streamed? About 10 hours. But do I ever run out of time? I don't think I run out of time anymore. Like the first chambers are just pretty slow. I can potentially even take a chaos to save some time later. Like, there's a lot of curses that don't really affect this weapon too much. Like even the attack curses and special curses aren't too bad because you don't even need to use them. So anything is pretty good here. Ooh. Lightning reflexes is like pretty good. It enables jolted, which is more than you can ask for. This one is epic, but I don't really special very often. Can we confirm that Zagbo is not faster than Ares Red? Yeah, I never said it's faster. Lightning reflexes is just okay. There's even Doom. Rupture does a lot of damage in here. Yeah, Epic Rupture is just really good. There's a palm. It's just that when you don't get a lot of palms, you get common tidal dash, and you don't want, like, you don't end up finding any more Poseidon boons. It's usually just then that this really struggles. Both of these are actually fine, but sure. Might need to hurry up. I'll take another palm. Whoops, took a big hit. Use the attack. I don't like using it against armored enemies because they just attack me. Sure, I could, but still not very comfortable with this weapon. I don't have too many runs on this. I mean, this chamber is never gonna take me, like, too much time. Kinda want the HP. Timer isn't too bad. It's gonna be much better in Asphodel again. Fury fights usually doesn't take longer than a minute. I have Antas. But even the 100 gold is okay. And if I get, like, this could be even Thanatos or Fountain. And get the bowl debuff, yeah. Just kind of doesn't do anything. Does it really matter which one I go for? This is 100 gold. It's possible that there are... I'll just take this. I like being at 50 HP.
Hey, sir. 2 armor.
Also, like... I've had 28-minute runs.
Cheers, mate.
Okay. I can buy both of these. It is 2 AM, yeah. Another Poseidon. Typhoon's Fury is great, but this one is epic and it's a call. Like, it's just crazy good. It's free damage. It's a lot of damage. Makes you safe. Curse of Drowning. I guess it kind of works on this one, actually. It's not like a horrible idea. But you still take a call if you see it, especially if it's a Poseidon call. Like, it's just crazy good. Oh, got hit immediately. God damn it. Easy. Pretty much the hardest part of the run is done. Well, one of the hardest parts. Also, build is looking very good. I can even sell the Doom. Like, this Poseidon setup is so good. I guess I'll just sell Lightning Reflexes. I really want the call. It's very good. This is also like common. Doesn't do too much. It's just that Lightning Reflexes with Jolted is like amazing. Also, yeah, since we have the call, we can actually find Sea Storm.
My keepsakes.
So I can go for either Athena or Skeletooth. But do I really need Athena? Like, Hydra's scary. Might be. So that kind of speaks for Skeletooth. Athena is good when you actually use Deflect, like the core boon. But forcing a core boon in order to find the tier 2s is usually a bad idea. But then again, like, finding 1 DD is huge. But I can just put on Skeletooth, like it's a DD. Should be fine. There's also one small chance of finding Athena. I don't have a 4th card yet. So there's 1 in 5 chance of finding Athena as the 4th card.
Hot up here.
Yeah, I know.
More inferno bombers.
If I didn't have like a call yet, oh, Athena would make a little bit more sense. This is kind of what sucks with Gilgamesh. Like, you're pretty vulnerable when your dashes end. Or when you run out of dashes. I guess I could always just, like, do 3 dashes, save the 1, and like save the 4th one, use it if I think I'm getting hit. 1 palm on Poseidon's Aid is like crazy good, but Rupture works on both of them. Guess it's still Poseidon's Aid, it's just crazy good.
Extra blessing.
Ares is a boon, which I don't need too badly, to be honest. Kinda like the HP. I just need a little bit of a buffer. Like, I already pretty much have enough damage.
Moving right along.
I don't often skip boons for HP, but sometimes it seems like a good idea. Okay, this is good. A lot of HP. As long as I win this.
What do you say we deal some death?
You lose this every now and then. Probably not very often, but sometimes. Getting shotgunned. This is why I like having Athena. They're actually seekers. Okay, all good. Probably not gonna do this. And it's not even gold anyway. There's an Erebus. But I'll take the mid shop. Also HP is looking okay. Hermes for sure. Quick favor is fine, but I think I'm always gonna roll once because this one is common. Kinda doesn't do enough.
I would like none of these.
Oh. Hell yeah. Yeah, dash is also very, very good. This might be a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. Cast is fine.
Yes.
Ooh. I mean, I'll just take this. Who needs a sea storm? My call button is suddenly pretty good.
That's a relief.
I don't like these enemies. Dashes, please. Called it, volcano. Fucking love it. I have so many good boons that I'm just going to die more. Did it take side hustle? Even more Poseidon. I love this run. You don't like money? Yeah. Okay. I can say take whatever here. I might end up selling whatever I get here anyway. Pretty much the only things I want to sell are attack and whatever I pick up here. So boiling point. Yeah, I'm gonna fish. Just wanted to see what's up ahead.
Let's catch some fish.
Now I need to just count to 7. Well, even if I found Breaking Wave, I might just end up selling it. Okay, not even blue head.
You missed me, Lenny, and I missed you too.
Me happy. Oh, whoops. So Gilgamesh is pretty weird when it comes to like replenishing dashes. Takes a long ass time to get your dashes back for whatever reason. I think it's worth it to just press call. Seven dashes is definitely very good. It's pretty weird to use, I'll tell you that much. Okay, good. Keep Skeletooth. This is almost a little bit tempting. Nah. It is pretty expensive, yeah. I don't need to take this Chaos. But there's the Dionysus again. I'll just take it. Because it's a boon. Please. Ooh, this is like pretty good. It's not a boon I can sell, but I'll take it.
Cheers, mate.
Gold is fine. Nah, I don't want to reset. Too much of a hassle. Let's buy something. Ah, another Dionysus. Let's just get it anyway.
Get rid of those for you, mate.
Dionysus is so stupid. Kinda don't want Trippy Shot either, because I have Abyssal Blood, which is like okay for this setup. Is there anything to roll for? Not really. Drunken Trash. I'm sure you could beat the game with that. Like you could, but it's just gonna be slower. Okay. That's nice. It's nice for sure. Especially since we don't have TDs. Had he actually hit the butterfly ball twice? I can die here to regenerate a lot of HP. Again, if this is ever gonna hit me, that is. Okay. I don't even know what I want here. Like it really just doesn't matter. There was the blade dash, but I already had rupture and stuff, so... Trial. Meg is the meta companion. I just use Antas because I'm bad enough to die to Furies every now and then, and you can't Meg the Furies. I'll take this. Should be fine. I think I prefer the Zeus Trial actually. These are pretty bad choices, but I'm not gonna roll because there's like nothing better. Yeah, there's been a few gas swaps. That's the real one. Okay, doesn't matter. Again, lightning reflexes is fine, especially with 7 dashes. Sea Storm is a bit of a long shot. And do I even need it? It's 20 more damage than lightning reflexes, and as far as I know, lightning reflexes doesn't have internal cooldown, and Sea Storm does. So, I mean, like if I pick up a cast boon, it doesn't really do anything on its own. Lightning reflexes does. Okay. Kind of like a palm. Then again HP. But palm. Chat always wants the high roll option. I'm actually not much of a gambler. I actually used to work as a croupier for like 6 years. And I've seen what gambling does to people. Tartarus. Even below strength is like okay, but I think it still does. Tartarus. What games did you attend? Blackjack, roulette, a lot of different kinds of poker games, both casino poker and live poker and tournament poker. Omaha and Texas Hold'em, and then there's like Söke, which is like Scandinavian stud, I think it's called, which is like Finnish poker game. Very simple, but still. Okay, Boon. I like Boon.
Always a pleasure, Charon.
I really wanted a Jolted. Just gonna take the cast then.
Big crowd, huh?
Oh, you were playing Live Texas Hold'em, No Limit. Yeah, it's a very skillful game. It's kind of like the same kind of thinking that applies there is good for like roguelikes, I would say. I mean, I've never been a good player myself, but I would think that it kind of applies. Whoops. By the way, Rupture is pretty nice for Theseus. Oh yeah, people just know how to play Texas Hold'em nowadays. It got too popular. I know a lot of people who have played a lot of Texas Hold'em back in the good days, when it was like pretty new online, and it wasn't really for like poker players. It was more for people who like to gamble. So they viewed it as a gambling game instead of like a skill game. And those are really the opponents you want to play against. Okay, I don't want to sell these. This is why I save rerolls, by the way.
What else is there?
And yeah, I'd much rather sell like the Dire Misfortune. Keep the Skelly Tooth. Let's go.
I can do this again.
I know some people who played, they actually played a lot of limit poker. I think no limit was a kind of a newer thing. If I'm not mistaken, it was more like popularized by TV and stuff, because it's very exciting when people go all in. Then again, I do think it's a better game, because in limit poker, like, when do you ever fold? Kind of depends on the limits, but a lot of the times they were just like the bet is nothing compared to the pot size, so you would just never fold. Palms are pretty good. I don't mind the gold.
Should check this way.
I can die to this just for a little bit of healing. Yeah, I know, Omaha kind of gets like that. Like, you just don't fold. There's always a lot of outs. Half the deck is your outs.
Wrong chamber.
Vermin. It's been a while, actually. Okay, pretty easy. This would be like 3 times faster if I had Breaking Wave. It's pretty stupid how fast you can kill tiny vermin with Breaking Wave. But even Rupture is okay. Do I just buy these palms already? So what's the big chamber? This is another palm. I mean, I can just buy these now. I think I'll do one in Rupture. Should be good.
Power of the gods.
Which one is better? How much does Hades actually move? Quite a lot. But not always. All the time. Pretty much all the time. Except when he's doing the beams. Like, this is more damage than the lightning reflexes, I'm pretty sure about that. Sure. Lightning reflexes also procs quite often. Well, I don't need these. They're just bad. There's the HP that I can save money for. Oh, still have the paddy potion left.
For a huge three-headed hound.
I think I'll just take these and not roll. I think the best hit would be on my call. But even billowing is pretty good. Sure, it's fine. As long as it hits something, I'm usually happy. Didn't quite get to 175 for the HP, but we are looking pretty healthy.
I'm here, Father. Come on.
Ruthless is also fine. I just prefer Greater. Ugh. I knew I was getting hit there. Turns out it's not too easy to hit these skulls. I need to hit them quite a few times because of damage control. That's done. Oh, I need to stick a cast in Hades. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, really? Just ended. Okay. So this is a PB. 22 wins. And just have the hardest two left. God, I hate this order. I just didn't want to be stuck grinding Arthur and Guan Yu all over. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Guan Yu, because at least I kinda know what to do. So here's the question, do I go for DDs or Stubborn Defiance? If I do Guan Yu first, I like going for DDs. But that's kinda betting on finding Paddy. It's not completely necessary, but a little bit. Yeah, this was a pretty good run. Can't ask for anything better. This is the good stuff. Also, like, +3 dashes are pretty helpful. You like DDs? Do you go for convenience fee 0?
The often dying prince.